you should have just got done watching the Edpuzzle on how to use one of these. I also want you to watch a video, and we'll try to make it quick, on how to use one of these, because the handheld LabQuests are losing battery, and some of them have just stopped working. So we're going to have a backup plan, which are these. These require a Chromebook. So if you get one of these, you are going to have your Chromebook to acquire the data. So to start off with, there are 3 channels here. We are going to use 2 of them. Don't get it confused. Up here, this says digital. We're not using any digital channels. So you're going to have a carbon dioxide and oxygen probe that will plug into your channels on your LabQuest Mini. I'm going to go ahead and plug both of them up so you can see what the graph will look like on your Chromebook. There we go. Secure in the LabQuest Mini. And then on the other side is going to be your USB 3 for your power and to connect to the Chromebook. So plug that in. Easy peasy. USB to go into the Chromebook. Okay, and now we got to find the software, and we're going to use the web browser. Type in Graphical Analysis 4, and it's the first one that pops up for me. Download Vernier Graphical Analysis. You're using a Chromebook, so you're going to go to Chrome OS. Since we're using carbon dioxide and oxygen sensors, we're going to go to Sensor Data Collection. They are connected through USB, and they are LabQuests. LabQuest Mini and connect. Done. So if your probes are working, then you should see 2 graphs, one labeled CO2 and one labeled oxygen. It's whenever we go to graph. So you're going to come up here where it says View Options. Turn on the Data Table View, which you're going to need that anyway. And then come over here where it says Oxygen. Yours might be on this side. So wherever it says Oxygen, click on the 3 little dots, column Option, and change this to PPT and apply. Now your CO2 is already being measured in parts per million. PPT is parts per trillion. If you want to measure carbon dioxide in PPT, parts per trillion, you can click on those 3 little dots also and go to PPT. It doesn't matter. Okay, don't use percent. PPT or ppm. I'm going to use it on ppm. Doesn't matter. So the default on the Lab Mini is 300 seconds. We need to collect data for 600 seconds. And now I can write down all of the data that I need. Now I only ran it for 58 seconds. So at 1 minute or 60 seconds, I would put in the carbon dioxide column 5,117, in my oxygen column 110.81. And okay, so we're going to run collect, and your data is going to begin to populate. Remember, it's going to stop at 300 seconds. Okay, so we're going to wait for it. Here it comes, there it goes. At 60 seconds, you can collect your measurements and put those in the table. Even if it goes too fast and you're not able to collect it right at 60 seconds, you can always go back and find the data. Don't worry if you're not able to get it written down in time, that's fine. The one thing that you do want to focus on, if you see, I can no longer change the units. So once you start collecting, you can't go back and change the unit. Make sure you change the unit to begin with. So now I'm going to hit stop collection. Those 300 seconds, they're gone. I need 5 more minutes or 300 more seconds. I want to hit collect. And you want to do that as soon as you can. You'll have access to both data sets.